get in the way, and we're going to head things over now to producer Chris for our celebrity snack.
Yeah, that's right, guys. And we're going to start off talking about rapper 50 Cent. Because he just pulled what I am going to call the Cardi B, and now he could be in some legal trouble for throwing a microphone. It hit a woman during a concert in Los Angeles on Wednesday, okay? So according to TMZ, the woman hit is Power 106 host Brianna Monaghan, who was taken to the hospital with several lacerations to her head. Those in attendance say the rapper appeared agitated after he was handed several microphones that did not work. In the video, you can see the moment where he ended up hurling the mic that ended up hitting Brianna in the head. She filed a police report claiming that 50 Cent looked at her before throwing the mic, but an attorney for 50 denies those claims and says he would never intentionally strike someone. Now, he threw that with some force, and we saw what happened when Cardi B did this.
Yep.
It goes both ways. If you don't want people throwing things at you on the stage, you can't be throwing things into the crowd either.
I'm so shocked as long as 50 has been out here performing that he would even react that way. I mean, even if he was upset, he should know better.
Well, it's interesting that she says he saw her face and she's a member of the media. Is there like more to this story?
We
don't know, but
question.
keep your hands to yourself. Keep your property to yourself.
Well,
don't be throwing it either way.
I have to say, if I was out there and he hit me, everything would be hurting. Not just my head, my legs, my back, my legs, my ankle, all of it. Yeah, so she needs to follow through on any suit and hopefully get down to the bottom of what happened.
Yeah, I hate to hear that happen. It's also just a bad example, right? And he does better than that normally.
And Chris said it off the top. It goes both ways.
Exactly.
Okay, Chris.
Let's talk about the power of the Swifties now. Yesterday, we told you about Taylor's concert film that's coming out, and now the influence, the power is so strong. A major movie studio is switching things up, and they are changing the release date of a movie that was supposed to go head-to-head with the Eras Tour, okay? Universal moved up the release date of the Exorcist sequel 1 week early. Jason Blum, a producer for the movie, and a believer, tweeted, "Look what you made me do." Good one there. The Exorcist Believer moves to October 6th. Hashtag Taylor wins. So Taylor's movie has already earned a record-setting reported $26 million in pre-sale tickets alone, guys. Now, fans were claiming instead of Barbenheimer, this was going to be the Exorcist double feature blockbuster, but now not so much because they had to move the other movie's release.
You know what? I think they moved too soon. I probably would have kept it hoping for the Barbenheimer effect. I don't know.
I think they probably wanted to at least debut at #1, so they
Got
moved
it.
the release date.
Wow. I also asked Kevin, too, Chris, before this segment, I don't know how the Oscars break down. And he said maybe she could go out for documentary, but what if this will make her half of an EGOT?
That could be
Think
possible.
about it. She's coming for all the records.
Yes.
Right.
And Taylor's a whole mood because Taylor just does what Taylor Swift does well, and her fans love her for it. And she doesn't really react to the haters who say anything to her.
There are even artists that are like, you know what, I'm not going to release my album because her, you know, so she's a woman with a plan.
She's unstoppable, just like Beyonce, right?
Yes.
Just like Beyonce.
Well, speaking of Beyonce, Chris, you got some Beyonce.
Of Beyonce, yes. Let's go from one touring queen to another because fresh off of the Renaissance concert, the Renaissance tour, fans are wondering if a Destiny's Child reunion tour is also in the cards. So rumors sparked online recently after an update to the Destiny's Child website, a message that just said, coming soon. This is kind of in honor of their 25th anniversary. There's been no official announcement, but fans online are staying hopeful. Now, Marissa, you went and saw the Renaissance tour. Would you dig to the bottom of your wallet and shell out for this tour, a reunion tour, if it happens?
You know, I need I need a tour account at this point. I would if I could, Chris. Listen, I saw Destiny's Child when they first came out with the no, all of that. Yeah, I believe in '97. They were teenagers then, so I would get even anything really to see them back together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. But Chris, I think it's more so like for an album or a song.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be actually a tour, but who knows?
Maybe they'll get get them for Super Bowl.
Oh, that'd
They've
be
done it
good.
before.
That'd be good.
Taylor turned it down. And we also just talked, didn't we just talk about an NSYNC possible reunion
sure
as well?
did.
They're doing a song, I think, on the Troll soundtrack, so maybe it's something like that.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right, next up, we're going to talk about an example of what I have been referring to as the glamour gap, and this is just the most recent example. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, and when we talked about it then, it was Serena Williams and her husband who went out for a date night. This time, though, it's an outfit with Justin and Hailey Bieber. And I sent you a meme about this yesterday, Marissa. The celebrity couple made a recent appearance to promote Hailey's Krispy Kreme lip care collaboration. She was dressed to the nines, as you see, in that tight red dress and heels. He, on the other hand, wore a gray hoodie with the hood up and a trucker hat over it. Matching gray sweatshorts, white tube socks, and bright yellow Crocs. Social media accurately pointed out that they looked like they were going to completely different places. One critic said Justin is always dressed like he's about to help his mom unload groceries from the car. Now, the meme that I sent to Marissa yesterday said, news reporters and anchors on their way into work, and then news reporters and anchors when they're on air. Which
I feel personally attacked by that.
I cannot confirm nor deny that's the case for any of our beautiful, beautiful talent here.
10 out of 10, that's me.
You are so kind, Chris, but no, this is accurate because I'm a hot mess, and Chris knows it.
Me too.
One lash on, the other off, the contour, and he has seen it.
Oh,
Hair
yeah.
all over
Same.
the place.
I got my wrinkle patch on my forehead, trying to smooth out my
As
lines.
long as it's together by the time I go on air. Also, it's like me at the beginning of the week versus the end.
But there's nothing like going to the grocery store in your full news outfit and makeup and lashes at like noon and people being like, where are you going?
Or when you don't and they're like, what happened? You're like, I just don't have any makeup on. Leave me alone. But always good to see
My
you
dad's
all.
always like, you tired? And I'm like, no, just not made up.
You do what you can at that hour, ladies,
do.
I'm sure.
It's 11:38. We're going to keep doing what we can, but you know what? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So coming up next, Paul is going to